After that horrible display of, wow, my network decided to, my computer decided to reset itself, which we just had to spend that time. Now, I was going to do these while eating, but it's fine now. Good times troll. I like the sound of that now. Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice that you're a way about you that simply screams, I have an affinity for creatures of the wild. Since I'm never wrong about such things, might I trouble you? You see, amongst the troops of trolls living in the Outer Circuit, I came upon one that was sick beyond measure. I took the poor creature in at once and saw him healed, of course, but when I attempted to return him to his rightful home, he flew in a panic, as if he could not bear the thought of going back. To make matters worse, the trolls saw fit to escape into a den of animals. I will go after him, but I'm so fumble-footed, I'll scare him off like a nut, be torn limb from limb. For my pains by the fiends. So I turn to you. Would you seek out this troll of which I spoke? I shall provide you with his favorite food. But with it, you should be able to calm the petulious thing. Hopefully that will be enough to see his senses restored and for him to come hurrying back. And though I shudder to think it, if any others fell and seek to impede you or pester that troll, make those beasts regret their interference. Oh, and don't worry, you will be rewarded for your effort. Everything's running smoothly. Okay, let's talk to you. We can get that out of my way. Seeing red. Oh my! The ways of Dunker, is it Cadillac or mysterious that they are providable. Think a man so robust as you would appear before me in my hour of need. If this is not divine intervention, I know not what is. I face a trial for which I am not equal, nor shall ever be. It involves the capture of my most feared nemesis. Tomatoes. You see, I can barely speak the vile beast's name without grog rising. You would do well to consider my offer truly. I have money set aside, quite a bit of it, in fact. All you need to do is capture one of those vile vegetables. You will find them near an area, and they are quite hard to miss. Disgusting things they are. Sorry, did I just hear that you do not like vegetables? Tomatoes. Is that what I'm getting from this? The case of the missing gleamer. Excuse me, but can I trouble you for a moment? I am looking for someone. Yeah, I was hoping you might help. I was due to receive a pair of beasts captured in St. Martyrium, but the gleamer who meant to make the delivery has yet to appear. I've grown tired of waiting. I tried reaching him via link pearl, but to no avail. I'm tempted to go out and search for him myself, but what if he arrives and I'm not here, the usual? So would you be willing to find said gleamer? He ought to be relatively easy to spot. I just said, considering he's traveling with 2 mud-colored sequins. Search west of here first. I'll check around here just to be sure he's not rounding the corner or some such. Could you find him? Before I do, hurry back here, will you? Okay, there's 2 more quests. I go this way. No one's doing distress ship. Ah, look, it's a thing. Habits foretold or fade. Do you think that this would happen to my kitchen? The nerve! Oh, you there? Yes, you. You look. You have the look of a man who knows what he's about. Wow. I didn't expect it to do it so soon. After the first time. Wow. And of course, it's in the middle of recording this stuff and such, so it's like, I don't, I don't get why it's doing this all of a sudden. It didn't do it at the beginning of Endwalker for 2 days straight. Said something is just pausing it, and I'm like, why? And I can't get any answers. And the only answer I've gotten so far for these things is the reason it might be doing this is because of the power supply. It's either dying or it's not pumping out enough power to be able to withstand. But that makes no sense considering I've played 14 for days straight and such, and it didn't do this at all, and now all of a sudden. Maybe I should take a look at my maybe I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I should probably open it up and later. Like I really want to get this done because it's so I'm unable to look at anything like YouTube and stuff because I don't want to see spoilers and it's so annoying. Like I said, there's more spoilers than ever on YouTube and everywhere. And there's nothing I could do about it. And I might have just lost the chance to know what that side quest is. Oh. I mean, if it does it again, I'm just gonna cut it off and then take a break or something. So, I probably have to wait till it cools down or something. Like I said, I really want to get this done. I want to get this story done, but at least it's not a deal. Back in. Unlike last night. Oh. Okay. Oh, yes, you. Picked myself a bushel of apples, but wouldn't you know, some nasty mandragora swiped those red beauties from under my hose. Not sure how they got in here in the first place, but that's beside the point. I could well try to steal them back myself, but goodness knows how many hours it'd be before I stumble upon that blasted bandit. I'm only one man. I can't cover all that ground by myself, so be a friend and help me get my apples back, would you? I just know you to oblige me. Now then, let's talk strategy. I'll scour the area just south of here, so you take the north. Deal? Mandragoras bury themselves in the dirt to hide, so if you see one of their bulbous heads poking out of the soil, hit them with one of these Matador's bombs. They'll be so surprised to get a face full of stink they'll leap out and leave behind my apples. The thief will probably take off running, but let them go. I just want my pilfered apples back returned. Besides, when dragging a carcass is on the menu tonight. Right then. Ah. It's it sucks because I put $3,000 in this PC, and it's like doing this, which is annoying me. Wait, how do I get the? Oh. Nice to know I put a massive chunk of cash into a computer that just then does stuff like this. Herbicidal tendencies. What luck! You're just the gallant sort I was searching for. You see, I whipped up an experimental new technique. One that brings low a certain type of fiend. I had hoped a brave adventurer might test its efficiency for me on the field. And since you're here, perhaps you could fill that role. Good. Now then, about this solution of mine. With the help of some gleaners, I've crafted a concoction that can iterate even the hardest to seek casings, allowing one to make quick work of the beast. So, or so my hypothesis goes anyway. Alas, my genius remains untested and thus unproven. Which is where you come in. One so well versed in the ways of war should have no trouble while verifying efficiency, I should think. Based on the information I ascertained, an oversized Burkian can be found wandering about to the west of. Douse that sadistic sea can, and my newest nostrum, and bash it into a bloody pulp for me, would you? We're still getting these. Needs to stop. So annoying. There we go. I wonder if it's a memory leakage thing. Like I said, I I have so much stuff on this computer now because of all the games, and I'm wondering if it's just... But at least we have the 5 quests. So that's a good thing. Designed to be corporate. Oh. I have the apples. Like, this has been terrible, though. Like, the expansion's great, just my execution of doing it has been just... I feel like it's just been horrible trying to do it. It's just how I am with this, though. Thank goodness you're here. Progress caught me by surprise. Gave me a nasty shock. What were you doing all the way in? Of course, I suppose all this waiting would make anyone rather nervous. I'll give my apologies to the operator when I deliver these specimens. As for the specimens themselves, well, let's just say I'm rather surprised they're still in one piece of sight being bathed in lightning. For Earth alignment probably saved them, come to think of it. Anyway, thank you, kind stranger. Doubt I'd still be among the living if not for your aid. Right then, I better begin going. Don't want to keep the operator waiting any longer than he has already. Wait, is there a... There is! There's a door! We can go around the whole circle. We didn't have to double back for it. We've pretty much completed the map. Is anyone doing this thing? 9%, huh? I'm gonna get on that. I'm getting in on this. It'll be best. it. Once I do it. Whew. Wow. I have a feeling I'm about to... Okay. Oh, that helps. Wow. Okay. Hey, you! There we go. Yep. I guess we didn't have to go that far. Thank God, no. Now let's get these going. Well, were you able to capture one of those terrible tomato? I like tomatoes. I mean, even in this sack, I cannot stomach the riches. But better in than out, I suppose. At least they won't get any disastrously painful juices into anyone's eyes. What? Too much be curious as to why tomatoes maddening into violence were running them up. Well, the truth is, a gleaner had sowed a congeries of vegetable seeds to cultivate on the planetarium, and a few of these vermin managed to slip in unnoticed. The soil was accidentally fertile, by the looks of it, because the creatures proliferated with alarming ease. more so than anyone could have possibly guessed. And to provide its tale with an even stranger twist, the juices were squirted into my eyes. Had a salubrious effect. I no longer have need of my glasses. I could see with perfect clarity now, though I was in a great deal of pain, mind you. Well, when life gives you tomatoes, make eye juice. That has a very pithy ring and pithy ring to it. At any rate, your service has been most helpful. I will begin my research as soon as I am back in the laboratory. Or I forget your reward. Yeah. So apparently, one of the tomatoes squirted into her eye, cured her of needing her glasses. So she got her sight completely back, apparently. There you are. I was wondering when I would see you again. The cleaner told me everything that happened. How you got him out of that tight spot. He seems to have escaped. Largely unscathed, but the Curlians are giving him a thorough inspection just in case. You may not know this, but there are actually a variety of Kumperos. Only these happen to be smeared with a unique type of mud, originating from the Arboretum. Judging by the look on your face, you already know of this species, don't you? Yes, something tells me you're already quite intimate with the Arboretum. Isn't it just a wonderful age? You must be wondering why I required these muddy little things. Well, I had a theory that their earth alignment might prove to be of use in the amplification of said element. I had not expected such an unfortunate accident would come of my curiosity, though. Well, we're none of us the worst to aware, so perhaps not that unfortunate. The cleaner's still alive and kicking, and the sample space safely here, all thanks to you, of course. So, all wells that's in wells, yes? What is it? Ah, there you are. I've come up empty-handed. Sad as that is to me. How did you fare? Were you able to recover the apples? You were? Oh my, I can't thank you enough. Goodness me, now that I've a proper look at them, they're rather enormous, aren't they? Funny how I didn't see that before. Labyrinthos, as you certainly notice, it's entirely man-made, and our continued prosperity is thanks in part to the elemental reactor and the false sun. Though, truth be told, those two things are likely to blame for our oversized fruit. Word is there's research afoot to see if the above-ground orchards could produce something of a similar size as well. Given what little we know, though, I'm sure that day is quite a long way off. Oh, begging your pardon, here I am talking your ear off when I'm sure you have better things to keep getting on with. Heavens knows, I certainly do apple pie. Don't bake some too. What? Heavens no, I certainly do. Apple pies don't bake themselves, now do they? Thank you again for your help. Why, not a scratch on you. I take this to mean my serum did its job, then. I better say that. Yeah, it did. I could have did it without it, but... Oh goodness, my genius is rather startling, isn't it? That was a 10-year most hastily thrown together. Daily a thought was put into it. At any rate, I thank you for the services rendered. Here, for your troubles. I must return to my pondering. These theories of mine will hypothesize themselves. There we go. Yeah! Cleaning it. Clean. Okay! That was not what I expected. I'm gonna be honest, Lalafell really actually does remind me of the Elpis. They're like one and the same. Hey! What's going on over here? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, and never mind. I screwed that up. Beyond recommendation. I had some fruit. Have some fruit. Fruit. Yay, we did it. Look, he's returned. I can't thank you enough. I know that they might not look it, but trolls are really quite intelligent indeed. They're part of the woodlands of Labyrinthos. And keep it healthy and thriving. So we are worried of his responsibility to keep down the more violent, unruly ones. Most trolls, such as this one, are kind, docile things. In fact, my friend here has a real chance of becoming leader of his tribe, perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated them in Labyrinthos. Thus, we have a responsibility to watch over them to ensure they are well, and it would be too cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Ah yes, your reward. Here as promised. Now then, it's high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circle. Farewell. He's walking away. He's walking away. Oh, look at that. All of them are dead now. Okay. So now that that's done, we can now turn our attention to the main story. And for a moment, how many are left? think it's like 3. Yeah, we have to find 3. Gonna be. But I can't believe that it goes in a circle. I can't believe I didn't notice that. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Okay, on the ether burner. Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. If it's so, I'd choose that over my current duties, checking and loading samples day in and day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one's gonna be cross if I misplace a few ligaments or what have you. The forum's got enough on our plate as it is. What with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. Lots of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to best with one and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Helping with the Ark, even with all the power managed to squeeze out of the ether burner, it's still not enough apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. We will. We spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the pain. Believe in the plan and all will be well. I don't like it. Offering to hurt, that's very kind of you, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly lists of the things we need once we arrive on the moon. And then whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. You done? Are you done? Are you good? We good? We doing okay? You wanna talk? You wanna explain? Let me finish the. I'm just saying. I mean, got something to tell me, computer. See, that's the worst part of it. It's like when it happens, there's no like. I can't just bring up a report that tells me like the errors or anything that's happening to my computer. It just goes out without an explanation. And it's like, ugh. Oh, okay. Like I said. Don't know. It's starting to get on my nerves. So what I might do, because I still have about 20 minutes of recording time left for the hour video. I'm I feel like it breaks things when it's set when I say stuff like that. Honest, but I'm gonna try to push for the next 20 minutes, and then I'm just gonna stop. And I'll probably just look inside of it and see what the heck is going on, or like do a deep scan of like, hey, online of like what is wrong with my computer? Why does it keep resetting on itself when I'm playing a game all of a sudden? Like somebody out there has to have this problem. If I can, as long as there's one other person that has this problem, then that means it is in fact a problem that's happening. That the problem exists and it's not just me. I'm just glad we can get back into the game. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Offering to help. As far, to be perfectly honest, I'm not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that we had at Rabbit that ran by. So he's seen him, he just doesn't realize he's seen him. Search for the Rabbit. Fancy meeting you here, Ronald. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Ethereus itself, though we now find ourselves in sort of a funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they still not ready? So I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around. At least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Oriander and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know the first place to look, I'm gonna be honest. Wise guide. A tour at Labyrinthos, an unexpected yet pertinent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, it would be our best interest to have the acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlene collaborators. I fear, however, that continual reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture? What a marvelous idea! May we begin with the great big what's it over there yonder? Ah yes, the what's it. I shall leave its explanation to Ronald. The what's it? What are you talking about? What's the what's it? What's it to what's it to you? Monger. Um, uh, soon, I tell myself. Soon. Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magics. Positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important feature. Huh. Alright, Singing Wade. I'm out. Oh, and we're doing one of these. Huh. That looks like the trees in Greatest Endville. Hold on. That's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin on the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced too. Now it makes sense. This is where you store the water. Very good. That's a tube. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because those cogs and that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. Probably some sort of spiral inside it too. Oh, hard to see from here. Is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be for purifying water drawn up from below. Art? Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground. With some other mechanism, it's purified here and stored in that tower before distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install in even the harshest of environments for us Laportists, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that people sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Areas near waterfalls are common sites for village. Yarabana. Wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to produce the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear that they rely on it far more than we anticipated. A few projections may be ordered. Calculated their average rates of consumption per individual. It'd also be worth learning about how exactly they attain their water in the first place. Stefano spoke of the machinery responsible for that during our journey through Alpha, did he not? After we're sharing his appreciation for the engineering model. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Shardingham. I shall lead the way. You mean we have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of this. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Regrettably, too many a hungry predator to form a big nasty teeth. They appear to be a potential or rather appetizing sort of sustenance. Oh no. Are they imposed upon thee to assist in securing safe patches? For my part, I shall act as escort to living way and cooking way. I entrust singing way and growing way to thy care. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, growing way, to the water extraction. What's it? Oh, what's it? Oh no! Now I have to unleash all my power. Thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction, what's it, is worth these harrowing experience. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if that's all the same to you. Wait, did we make it all the way there? All we did was one fight and it's like, yeah, we're there. Here. We did it. My friends, I bid you welcome to Longest Con Alpha. Our destination doth fly at the lift's top. Pray follow me. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic or science rather takes place. Perfect environment to sustain life artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Ithris just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive, or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder. Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous. I cannot wait to see more of it. Agricultural shock. And no side quest. Good. Good.